there, I'm Tish.
I'm Lily.
And together we are
Haunted Housewives.
And we are coming to you today to give you 2 reasons why you should visit
Eerie Acres
in Butler, Pennsylvania. So, Eerie Acres was a farm, started as a neighborhood haunt, something for the kids in the area to do, and is now a large haunted attraction.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And we've narrowed it down to 2 reasons each.
Yes.
But
we have lots of reasons.
We have lots of reasons. We'll probably fudge this a little bit. You know how it goes. Lily, what is your number 1 reason for visiting Eerie Acres Farm?
My number one, one of my reasons is the welcoming atmosphere. So they are a haunt that has the large yard. When we first went there, they had one of the biggest bonfires we had ever seen. It's humongous. Unreal. And they have seats around the bonfire. They've added more, I think mostly standing tables, which is actually really nice. Because you never know when some chainsaw maniac is going to come after you, and you may have to run. And it's harder to get up if it's a picnic table, if you're sitting. So, the standing tables, great.
You're telling me
we're talking about specific incidents.
The chainsaw maniacs are not your number 1 reason to visit Eerie Acres? We'll get there. We're going to get there.
They're not necessarily in the yard, honestly. No. I think not so much in the yard. I mean, yes, but not officially in the hunt.
The yard
they just come out sometimes. It happens.
Sort of safe.
Yes.
Sort of safe.
And there are tents. They sell jewelry. There were crochet things. There were the tumblers. There were so many cool Halloween-y things you could buy.
Couple different food
trucks. And they have, of course, the beer silo. What is it?
It's a grain bin. They've turned a grain bin into like a little bar, and this year Helltown Brewing is there serving up I think 3 different beers, and you can get your liquid courage before you go into the haunt, or you can
relax
unwind afterwards.
Yes. Yeah, it's just a very welcoming atmosphere to just hang and chill out, whether you want a beer or not.
Yeah.
And, it's really nice.
And they have music going. It's
oh, right, they have a DJ.
Yeah, they have a DJ, a mix of country and rock. You'll see people dancing out in front of the DJ booth. And it feels like a big neighborhood party.
Yes, exactly.
And it's also, it's one of those places where you could legitimately go and hang out all night.
Yeah.
And, if for some reason you have the bad luck or the bad taste to have friends who don't like haunted attractions, first of all, examine your life choices. Why? Why would you do that? But if you do, you can park them in the yard.
They have a perfectly good time waiting for you.
Yeah. There's things to eat, things to buy, things to do.
Make friends.
Sit by the bonfire. Enjoy a beautiful evening out in the country.
Exactly.
And the people behind Eerie Acres they want that.
Yeah.
That's what they're cultivating.
Right.
They want people to just come and hang out.
And I think that contributes to the feel of the place. You can feel that that's what they want, and everyone is super friendly, and except for chainsaw.
The chainsaw maniac. We're back to the standing tables again. So
anyway, there's other things there too.
There's other reasons. There's other reasons why you should visit Eerie Acres Farm. My top reason, or at least the first reason I'm going to cover, is they do things differently. We'll cover this in more detail as we get into our other reason, but you will honestly see things here that you won't see anywhere else. There's scenes you won't see anywhere else. There's props you won't see anywhere else. And I don't want to spoil some of this.
I know. It's like I don't want to talk about it, but like it's something if somebody told you, hey, this is in here, and you would think, well, that doesn't sound good or entertaining.
Or possible.
Right. But it is. It is. They do such a good job. It's so creative.
And they...
Sorry, I just thought of it. Everyone's so creative. But no, it's not. It's not sarcastic. It's really true.
No. You do realize you just snorted, right?
It's not the first time, and it won't be the last.
And the other thing is they design their scares in a way that's a little bit different. There's one room, and I can talk about this because it's in my second reason. There's a room in the barn that is frightening. It's ghastly, just the setup. It's the aftermath of a serial killer's spree. And you're walking through this room, and there's a mirror with writing scrawled on it, and the walls are red, and there's a bathtub with a dead body flopped over the side. And as you're walking through the room, there's a scare that comes from the left, and you're not expecting it. You flinch, fling your body to the right, and lo and behold, there's something else waiting for you over there. They're really good at that. Their compression tunnel, they do something really nasty with their compression tunnel.
Yes.
But they also have a lot of humor.
Yeah.
They're funny.
Yes.
The whole way through. So it's not just, dark, creepy, gory. It's also
it's like they have a little bit of all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the sort of place where something scary will happen, you'll turn a corner, and the mood will be completely different.
Yeah. There's a whole, bayou area.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where they give you advice.
Yeah.
To help you along your journey.
It's just highly original. And I think part of that is because the Haunt Runner wants everybody to have a good time. He wants everybody here to have a good time. And he gives his staff a lot of creative reign. So if somebody comes to him and says, I think we need to have this scene in the haunt, he says, go for it.
Yeah.
And it works.
It works, yes.
Because you have a lot of people doing what they're passionate about. Right. And the approach is...
And they see what works
different
on people coming through.
Yeah. Yeah,
and said patients.
Yeah,
we are not patients.
It's high, but it is highly interactive. Yes. In case you didn't get that idea, highly interactive. So, the performers are constantly gauging as you're going through, how to interact with you.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about?
I'm going to talk about another reason to go to Eerie Acres. If you like haunted trails, they have the barn and they also have a trail, and we love haunted trails. Just being in the woods at night in the dark where things are lurking somewhere is a really cool feeling. I love that so much. There could be barely anything out there. And of course, I talk through it and talk about it. It's so beautiful.
She will walk through a corn maze, haunted trail, monologuing, beckoning every freak in a 4-mile radius to us. Because they can hear us.
I did tiptoe, but that was in the barn. That was the chainsaw. Tiptoeing doesn't work. But their trail is actually, it's a decent size. It's pretty long.
It's long.
Yeah, it's long. And there are a lot of sets, and they're large, and they're different. Just like the barn, the scenes are completely... Some of these scenes, we haven't seen anywhere at all. Not even advertised at places, they're just so unique. but they're like a big production, some of them.
Yeah.
There's a whole story, there's a whole show happening that you stumble upon, become part of, and that continues as you're going.
Yeah. Yeah,
and the set is humongous. Like,
well,
some of them.
I think this started during COVID.
Yeah.
They, instead of shutting down, they just moved the haunt outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they created a haunted house in what used to be an outdoor haunted house in what used to be the corn maze.
Yeah.
And they have sort of kept it up since then. It's just,
we were so
very detailed sets, animatronics, completely developed scenes, highly interactive. There's
and in between scenes they have little things running out. There's still random things happening.
Yeah.
Bizarre things you just come across. What is that cage doing there, and what's inside of it?
Don't look. Don't look. No, they have a gas station. They have they don't stop to help the guys who need to start their truck. Do not do that. There's a pirate ship. There's a pirate ship with a whole scene.
Yeah.
There's a haunted church. With very good nun. There's and by very good I mean completely freaking terrifying.
Big nope.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a UFO crash site. There's an angry redneck whose brother was killed by the aliens. There's, murderous kids who want to play games with you.
Oh, yeah, we played rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the entrance to this trail, there's an ice cream cart.
That was so bizarre. Like the whole...
It starts weird and gets weirder.
Yes. That's how I would describe that area coming out of the barn into the maze.
Yeah.
Or the trail.
Yeah. And then once you get through the trail, you end up where?
No.
You have to. You have to acknowledge.
They have a maze. They have a maze at the end. It's a pallet maze. It's very confusing. So, I know we have a whole thing with mazes, and we get lost in mazes, and we can't find our way out. But there's certain places, and I am not going to name them, that I have figured out the path. So I run, and we can usually get out. Here, I don't know why. I cannot figure out the way out. I keep going in wrong directions, and there's also other people. So, the chainsaw guys...
There's multiple chainsaws in the maze, by the way.
And that just makes me more panicky. And I'm trying to run, and I'm always scraping up against the... And he waited for me this time. She got out before me because she followed some other people. Left me tiptoeing, trying to... I tiptoed for a good while, too. And meanwhile, the whole time he was outside the door.
Waiting for her.
Yeah. And she was waiting as well.
With the camera. So, really unique haunted trail area. But before that, you have the haunted barn.
Yeah, there's the barn, there's a maze, there's the trail.
The barn is my second reason. You have to go through the barn to get to the trail. Yeah. And the barn is also filled with different scenes. There's not a single theme, but you have, a serial killer's lair. You have
Hansel and Gretel.
You have Hansel and Gretel. You have a whole scene that is
with an oven and everything.
An openly horror take on Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
You have a haunted movie theater. You have a dentist's office with this disfigured dentist and his patients. Oof, no, thank you. There's a circus with these crazed clowns, Schizo and his pet rubber chicken, Tyson. And his friends.
Yeah.
There's a bayou area with a witch doctor and a priestess. There's a haunted campground. There's a scene straight out of Silent Hill.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, some amazing masks, makeup, and
Yes.
costumes here.
Yes.
Amazing masks, makeup, and costumes.
And they have really good victims here.
Yes. They have, the victims aren't just saying, help me. They're the screams are different. The characters are different. The things they want from you are different.
Yeah. Like the one is she's chained up and she like runs across and she's asking for help, but it's a little bit different because I think she kind of talked to us a little bit too. And then, she
desperate and angry. She's final girl more.
Yeah.
And they have this cannibal butcher who is both disgusting and hilarious. He chased me around with a disembodied, a hacked up arm going, "Here comes the airplane!" trying to stick the hand in my mouth. Dude. Yeah, just funny and gross. And nothing else. But again, the tone changes.
Yes.
From completely dark and scary to funny to weird. There's before you go out onto the trail, there's this sort of mad professor character who's asking you about your journey and how you feel, and he's telling you jokes, and his assistant is in your face. It is just strange and highly interactive, and it looks great. Like the sets are really well done. All looks consistent. All looks even if there isn't a single theme, it all looks like it's part of the same vision. So if you want a place that is super welcoming, lots of stuff to do, does things differently, fun trail, fun barn, and chainsaw maniacs who will not leave you alone.
Nice little mix of everything.
Check out Eerie Acres Farm in Butler, and we will be back with more reasons to visit more haunted attractions.
Bye.
Bye.